YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Arnold. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit that doggone subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Every time I post up new content, listen, people, I get up, wipe my face, brush my teeth, check my emails, check social media because I already know social media gonna give me one, right? So, with that being said, um, latest and greatest, Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "Screw your freedom. If you don't wear the mask or get vaccinated." So, uh, my whole thing about that is this, people, because everybody all up in the air about, well, he's not from here, and he took steroids, and he was bodybuilding, Mr. Olympia, the whole nine, right? So, okay, I get all that, right? But what happens is this, people. Hollywood, Hollyweird.
Hi.
Hey, tell everybody hey.
Hey.
Okay, all right. So, uh, Hollywood, Hollyweird, right? When you get to be, when you're in that group, right? You get paid to act. You get paid to say and do certain things for the most part that you really wouldn't do if you don't if you're actually really not in that realm, right? See, this is what everybody is missing. Everybody looking at themselves like, oh, he was a bodybuilder, he acted, all this kind of stuff. But what happens is this, because I remember watching a documentary a while back. It was called Bigger, Stronger, Faster. Pros and cons of steroids, right? And then he was one of the big one of the main people in that documentary because he was the governor at that particular time. And then he was talking about all this, that, and the third, and all this, right? And but there was another guy on there. He said, you know, depending on who you work for, right? Would you actually like if in order to keep your job, right? Would you take would you take a shot that you really don't know nothing about to keep your job? Yeah, I forget the question, right? But but at the same time, that actually really, if you actually really stop and think about it, that actually really makes a whole lot of sense because for me, right, that like I say, 21 years United States Army, I've been shot up with everything possible. Anthrax, flu shots before I told them hell no, right? And ain't no telling whatever else they shot me up with every time that I would actually like, really get deployed. So I've been shot up with everything almost, right? Wouldn't surprise me none if they shot antifreeze in me, right? But for the most part, that's actually like I'm actually really getting off subject here. The only reason why Arnold or any celebrity will say anything like that is because they are obligated to say it. They got to keep that money coming in. And then, like say, and if you actually really think that I'm bullshitting, go on this page right now, which I just did. He's going to be in an upcoming movie. Now, I don't know how big his part is going to be, but I'm pretty sure he's probably, just because of who he is, he's probably going to get paid pretty handsomely, right? So, yeah, I'm Hollywood, Hollyweird. I got to say this so I can keep this money, going. This is what everybody is missing. Just like I said, I didn't went back and I watched a couple videos, and everybody just looking at the simple fuck. Oh, he played the Terminator. He ain't from here. He took steroids. Okay, okay, but again, y'all are missing it. Hollywood, Hollywood, because guess what? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people come from different countries and they don't make it to Hollywood. So all what I'm saying is this, people. Know what to expect from anybody that's in Hollywood, Hollywood. It ain't necessarily actually got to be in movies. Uh, it could be television. It could be music. It could be professional athletes, so-called professional athletes, right? Anybody that's in the entertainment industry. This is what they do. They gonna come out and they gonna say that off the wall nonsense. So, just like I said, and then I was reading somebody, someone was saying, well, we didn't ever have no freedom to begin with. I'm like, well, and the whole thing about freedom. Again, everybody is like, well, what is freedom? To be perfectly honest with you, right? I mean, we're actually really talking about something that, for the most part, we really can't actually. You can't see it, you can't taste it, you can't just sit up here and say. You really can't just sit up here and say, "Hey, that's freedom." You can't say that, right? Now I know somebody gonna actually really gonna watch this video and probably gonna say, well, what you're doing right now is freedom, right? And for the most part, that might be actually the case. But everybody has their own definition or definitions on what freedom actually like really is, right? Because back in the so-called slavery days, right, master wasn't always on you, right? To actually really make something out of a bad situation, so-called bad situation, right? That, for the most part, if it makes any sense, that is what freedom is. Freedom is not what I actually really fought for 21 years while I was in the United States Army. And I know if I said this, I didn't fight for freedom. I fought for world domination. So, all this stuff what Arnold is talking about, screw your freedom. Okay, okay, good for you, Arnold. All right. So, but I also know that you actually really part of that clique, that Hollywood, Hollywood. So that's why you said what the hell you said, right? I don't know. Maybe you still got some of the computer chips floating around in your head while you was playing Terminator 20 times over, or whatever. But whatever your problem is, Arnold, and whatever your compadres in the world of Hollywood, Hollywood, right? I'm just waiting for. I'm just waiting for somebody else to actually really come out. Matter of fact, where is Tom Hanks at? Because he's the one that actually really started all this stuff off in the first place. Hollering about that he had coronavirus, right? And he's sitting up there typing on a computer that's named Corona. So go figure. Hollywood, Hollywood people. That's what is going on. That's why they actually really coming out here and saying that. They told him, they say, cause think about it for a minute. They probably all sat around. They all probably sat around the round table or square table or whatever the hell, and they probably said, "Well, who haven't we used yet to actually like really push this vaccine, right?" And somebody probably said, "Well, Arnold, he's sitting around. He ain't doing nothing. Let's bring him in on this." And they say, "Hey, look, this is what This is what we need for you to do, right? We're gonna let you do this movie, right? It's coming out next year, but you need to get on here and say what we need for you to say. Put your biceps in there, right? And then depending on how it take over, how people go out there and grab it, or be like flies on a fresh new pile of shit, right? Then we'll go ahead and we'll let you do your movie. So yeah, that's exactly what the hell happened, right? And then all of y'all, right, like flies, ah, new pile of shit. Let me go fly on Orlando. So and all what I'm, but then again, hey, y'all probably look at me like, well, you in it too, but no, I'm just sitting up here telling y'all how crazy y'all are because y'all haven't figured this stuff out yet, right? This is what they do. This is what they do, people, right? But hey, it is what it is. So right now, I'm almost wondering who's gonna be the next celebrity that they gonna put in place because I'm pretty sure like if the Terminator can't turn y'all over, right? And although they might go get the guy that played RoboCop, they might, hey, look, I don't know. It is what it is, right? But in either case, people, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross the street, round the corner. Paulus Harris, aka the crazy uncle. Till next time.